when it comes to the ideal RPM for shifting gears. A lot of drivers find themselves at a crossroads. You've got the school of thought that says lower RPMs, save on fuel, great for the wallet, less wear and tear. But what's the magic number? Typically anywhere between 2 to 3,000 RPMs for gas engines as the trick. Diesel engines can be a tad lower, around 1,500 RPMs. Think of it as the optimal window where your engine's not working too hard and your fuel gauge isn't crying for mercy. But then there's the thrill seekers who love revving up to high RPMs. That sound of the engine roaring, it's like an adrenaline shot through your veins. I get it. Yet pushing beyond 3,000 RPMs regularly, that's where the wear and tear party starts. Now, for specific models, especially performance-focused rides, sure, they're built for those high rev cases. Still, every engine has a breaking point. Ever heard of drivers shifting at the point their engine screams for a pit stop? Not an enjoyable sound. Shifting at too high of an RPM can actually lead to engine strain or damage over time. Think of it like running a marathon at full sprint. Your car's heart, the engine, deserves a steady pace unless performance really demands otherwise. Too many drivers overlook these sort of RPM basics. We're talking, wallet draining fuel consumption. If you're chronically high shifting, you'll find yourself at the pump far more often than needed. Consistently pressing a pedal to the metal, and that'll wear out more than just your wallet. And it'll take a huge toll on your gearbox and engine over time. A huge pain point, finding that balance between fuel efficiency and vehicle performance. Say you're cruising through Portland's picturesque back roads. A light foot on the throttle, staying in that sweet RPM zone, lets you savor the sights without worrying about your fuel gauge dropping like a rock. Let's not forget the downside of staying too low. Lugging your engine or letting it struggle at a low RPM isn't great either. It can cause just as much, if not more, harm over time due to increased vibration and strain. Every RPM range has its enemies. So what's the solution? Listen to your engine. It's like having a conversation with an old friend. It'll tell you when it's happy or when it's time to back off. And your pro tip is that pay attention to your car's tachometer. It's more than a pretty dashboard accessory. This tool can guide you toward that RPM sweet spot, optimizing your drive without unnecessary expense or engine strain. In my own driving adventures, it's been a lifesaver. Now let's talk automation. Many modern vehicles have CVTs and other tech-based transmission solutions to help manage this RPM conundrum for you. For those stuck with manuals, a bit of practice and awareness goes a long way. And seriously, you don't need a tech miracle to master the gear shift game. Remapping your driving habits presents the simplest win here. No need for fancy tech or costly modifications, just awareness. It's as easy as paying attention to those RPMs during your daily Portland commute. You'll reduce engine wear, save coins, and enjoy a smoother ride. If you're a track enthusiast or performance junkie, shifting at high RPM can give that surge of power and speed you crave. It's exhilarating, sure, but make sure the vehicle is designed for it. It's like knowing when to run and when to rest in any sport. Balance, after all, keeps your car in the game longer. And finally, always remember your cart isn't just a machine. It's a moving piece of art. Treat it well, and it'll take you places. Whether it's mastering that perfect RPM for a seamless shift or conquering Portland's hills, it boils down to care, awareness, and the joy of driving.